What's going on, folks? I am Goat. Welcome back to Warframe, back into the grind of these frame build videos. And here we are at Harrow, a very, very versatile solo or squad support frame. So, Harrow's function is pretty damn simple. His passive is basically you start the mission out with a whole bunch with max energy. Condemn is over shields and CCing enemies that obviously don't have overguard. Second ability, Penance. Just read. I mean, it's a good time. Basically, you sacrifice your shields, you heal yourself, you get more duration, per shield. You life steal. It's just a good fucking time. You get increased reload speed, increased fire rate. It's a really good time. Thurible is the ability that if you're going to subsume anything off of Harrow, this is the one to do it, because this is the one that is really. I mean, like, there's so many ways to get energy in the game that, like, Thurible is just this really stuck in an animation, hope you don't get a bullet in your ass kind of fucking ability, and you just swing around to Thurible, and the more kills you get, the more energy you regen, and it becomes quite redundant, but it is useful. Fourth ability, Covenant, is basically a third of the time you are invulnerable, and the other two-thirds of the time you are doing a bunch of fucking damage, depending on how much damage you've intaked. The shards are kind of whatever you want to put on here. Strength. Got, the corrosive stacks, just for basically armor stripping with a specific gun if I feel like it. And then casting speed. Now, casting speed really isn't necessary, but it does make things kind of streamline along a little bit better. The corrosive shards are really not necessary. The ability strength is just a little helpful. I mean, overall, the shards are kind of whatever the hell you want to put on here. My usual build is something along this lines. Rifle scavenger is obviously whatever the hell you want to put on there. You don't really need a fuck ton of range, albeit though range does help if you are assisting squads, specifically with Thurible. You can also go through and do a thermal sunder build, which is actually kind of funny. Obviously, you do need more range, and less duration is kind of the cost of that to a point. There's obviously other ways to go around it. You obviously do not need to Umbral Forma on this, but that's just kind of my particular choice on this. And if you find that, like, you want durations longer rather than multi-augmented, you can specifically just turn this around and throw multi-efficiency on there, because you are constantly going to be having overshields. Multi-efficiency will work just fine. So, we're just going to show it how it is, right? Like, you know what, though? I'm going to change one thing, because I forgot. I was testing something with Nautilus, which is completely unnecessary. My usual is Death Cube. So, anyway. I don't know why I'm even going for energy. He's going to start out max. So, unpaused AI. We're just going to come in here. So, sacrifice your shields. Throw Condemn out here to make a really good time. And then all of a sudden you get a metric fuck ton of fire rate. And I know, this doesn't seem like I'm doing a whole lot to motherfuckers. And like when your overshields start to become a problem, oops, look at that. See, like, the fire rate's down, it's fine, so like here. Hey, anybody want to shoot at me? So like I can use a dual coated Torxica here. It works just fine and fucking dandy. I mean, like, it's just generally a good time. Get this bullshit out here, sacrifice some shields a little bit more. And yeah, I know, I'm using weapons that, look at this, like miniguns. Yeah, basically, I don't give a shit how much recoil you have reduced off of shit. Oh my god, the floating ice bug. Excuse me. Yeah. The build on the Trumna that I have on there, honestly, I was screwing around with the build, so I completely forgot to change it. But, I mean, obviously the dual coated Torxica has the right build, and it's just like gun go burr with the corrosive shards, gun strip armor, and just kill enemy. Harrow's just really good. Now, again, removing Thurible, putting something like, personally, I would suggest Roar or Nourish, one of the two. Roar being the more apt of the two. Just for general output, is just really ridiculous, coupled with that fire rate that you can get, and just really mows motherfuckers down. Thermal Sunder is also a really good functional, just massive proccing, ability that you can use. And yeah, you can get a little spammy with it, which is fine, because like everybody's just going to either be popsicles or doing the weeble wobbles towards everything. But that's pretty much Harrow right there. I mean, straightforward. Even on a wrong build, it was just like, here, gun, go, burr. You know, it's kind of hard to die with Harrow. Okay. So, folks, I want to thank you very much for watching. And again, like, I forgot to change the level back because I was doing some test build stuff last night. So those were all level 230s instead of the 155s that I've been showing up to this point. So in the next one, I'll swap it back because, again, I'm trying to show casual, casual enemy level play. So, but yeah. So, folks, thanks very much for watching. So, always we'll catch you in the next one, all right?